Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the CertiK Security Leaderboard Showcase. I'm your host, Jesse. In this showcase, I host a project for a live AMA where we discuss their project, their work with CertiK, and the importance of security in the Web3 industry. Our goal is to raise the standards of security and transparency in the Web3 ecosystem. The KYC leaderboard found at skynet.certik.com, along with the security score leaderboard, are both free tools to help you safely navigate the blockchain world. Today's featured project is LumiShare. And to talk about LumiShare, we have Ben Sharon, founder and CEO. Ben, great to have you on.
Hey guys,
Thanks for
you
joining.
having me today.
Sorry to interrupt there. So could you just give a quick introduction of yourself and how and why you got involved with blockchain, with crypto?
Yes, of course. So I'm in the crypto space since 2016. I'm an entrepreneur more than 10 years already. And I used to have a digital marketing company in Israel and IT and cybersecurity companies as well. And since 2016, I'm into the crypto industry. As a nerd, I read a lot of white papers, and beyond that, I used to be a trader and investor. So that's how I reached into the crypto space, and that's a little bit about myself.
It's good to hear that you're putting your research to good use, and reading white papers is not the most exciting thing, but I'm sure that building your own project is a little more interesting. So can you just introduce our listeners to LumiShare, to your mission, and how some of the various components of the LumiShare ecosystem?
Yes, of course. So LumiShare is a financial blockchain ecosystem that's powered by Lumi, our token, and the target is to tokenize and fractionalize real-world assets, starting with renewable energy assets. So verified renewable energy projects will have a greater access to funding from both individual, meaning small and big investors, along with institutional investors. All of it will be using our assets-backed NFT marketplace, which we will offer the opportunity to verified projects to tokenize and fractionalize their assets and to offer it in the open market, in our marketplace. Beyond that, we have our token. Our token is Lumi, is backed by 3 uncorrelated assets. The first is physical gold, which we will keep in Abu Dhabi and Swiss banks, including providing certificates of the quality and the quantity of the gold. We have the cash reserve, and we have the algorithm, the stabilization algorithm, which means that because our token is deflationary, meaning that we have limited token supply, we have maximum supply. So once our token will drop down at certain percentage, which will play our algorithm, we will burn some percentage of the maximum token supply, which we will stabilize the price, and beyond that, as we saw in our simulations, it will rise it up. The connection between the platform and the token is that it will be as means of exchange into our platform. So people that want to trade in our platform, that want to invest in renewable energy projects, will have to purchase Lumi token and to use it. And the returns on investment into our platform will be with Lumi token as well. So that's the combination between the platform and the token.
Gotcha. So when you say verified renewable energy projects, is it you doing the verifying? Is it a third party? How do you sort of approve those projects that come on?
So it's a combination between our team, our legal team, and the compliance team with the third party, which will help us to make a better due diligence on each of the projects. I'm talking about the solar projects and the wind projects, for example, the renewable energy companies. So we will make the due diligence. We will verify that everything is working well, and they have all the documents and all the approvals, etc. And once they will get verified, they will have the ability to tokenize and fractionalize their assets and to generate an NFT collection based on their real business activity.
Okay, cool. Got it. So what are some of the other strategic partnerships that you guys are engaged with? How are you like building out this this ecosystem and enhancing the awareness and credibility of it?
Yeah. So first, we have our partners, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Ahmad Al Nahyan, which is a member of the royal family of Abu Dhabi, and is our investor and partner, helping us with the regulation, the local regulation, and beyond that, with the renewable energy companies to create strong relationships. Some of them will tokenize their assets once we will launch the platform within the next few months. And some of them will help us to create a sustainable future with our donation plan and other initiatives that we are planning. Beyond that, another one is we just entered into the BNB chain ecosystem with our DApps, with the platform. So we started a collaboration on Friday. I'm going to participate as a LumiShare ambassador and to talk about LumiPlace, our platform, and about our vision regarding the tokenization of real-world assets. And we have many more partnerships like CryptoBank, like universities and gaming companies that in the next future, after we will achieve our current KPIs, they will add our token as additional payment method in their platforms. So people will have the ability to use our token as a payment method in their offline and online platforms.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was going to ask about the expansion of the LumiShare platform. So, so how does this align with sort of the core values of LumiShare? And if you just give a little bit more detail about, so will the token just be used for payment, or are there other sort of like practical ways that LumiShare will be involved?
So first, I will start from the end. The core values of LumiShare are transparency, are integrity, and because our initiatives regarding the ecosystem, including the sustainable initiatives, including the donation plan that we have, including our assets-backed NFT marketplace, which is focusing only on renewable energy assets at the beginning. So it's totally fit to our beliefs, and I believe that in the next future we will expand our capabilities beyond that. But right now we are laser focused on our targets.
What are some of the most significant achievements that you're proud of? That LumiShare and the team and the ecosystem have achieved to date.
So first, I believe that the strongest thing in our company is the team. We have a team of experts from the leading companies in the world, from the blockchain, the renewable energy, fintech, and global banking industries. And beyond that, the latest development of our marketplace, the alpha version, we are planning to start the alpha access, the alpha testing during the next few weeks. So the most loyal community members and early investors will have the ability to participate in the alpha access. About our partnerships, which we already discussed about, and we just listed our token in MEXC, and we are expecting to list on larger exchanges during the next, let's say, soon we will announce about the exact dates of each of the new listings on decentralized and centralized exchanges, and many more ahead.
So you guys got your KYC verification with CertiK, earning a silver badge. Could you just speak a little bit about how that process was for you and why you chose to do KYC for the team as well?
Yeah. So following the last question that you asked me about the core values of LumiShare, about the transparency and about the integrity, etc. I believe it's a direct connection between them. So we want to be transparent with our audience, with our community, and in the world in general. So the KYC procedure is helping us to show the world that the team is fully doxed, and we already passed due diligence, especially with CertiK, which have very tight and tough due diligence. So we just want to show them that we are here for the long term, and we are not another copy and paste project, but we have a full vision for the future and for the long term.
I'm glad to hear you say that the process was strict, even on your end. I think that'll give the community the confidence that it is really an in-depth process.
Absolutely.
Carried out by former law enforcement, former intelligence investigators. So they know what they're doing, and they know what to look for. And earning a silver badge is proof that you reached one of the highest levels of verification. So that's a silver stamp for your project.
I have to say that until now, with this project, with LumiShare, we passed, I think, at least tens or even more than 100 due diligence processes with exchanges and with even investors. And as I mentioned, the CertiK due diligence is really tight and professional, so I have to mention it.
That's good to hear. So in terms of the community, so we talked a little bit about how KYC can build confidence with the community. And actually, before that, let's talk about the audit. So you got an audit with CertiK. What was that process like? And what are some of the things you learned from the auditing process?
Can you say again? I had some internet problem.
Auditing. So when you got your smart contracts audited with CertiK,
yes.
Just talk a little bit about that process.
Okay. Yes, of course. So the process about the auditing of Lumi token smart contract, it was a good procedure, meaning that we provided all the documentation and the smart contract, and CertiK gave us a very good support from their side, including the Skynet platform, which help us and make it accessible for us and for our development team to make it better and to improve our security holes, etc. So right now our contract is decentralized without any ownership, meaning that we cannot mint new tokens or to pose transactions or another things which most of the crypto projects right now have the ability. I don't know if everyone knows that or not, but Lumi token right now, the smart contract is decentralized without any ownership from our side or in general.
Yeah, I think we're working on getting the most updated version of the audit report with all the mitigations implemented and the centralization mitigations as well. So that should be updated soon. Just another nice little data point for the community. So when it comes to fostering your community, obviously before like the project is sort of self-sustainable, you do need a strong community to keep things going and be there and support it and get the word out. What are some of your plans regarding this to deepen ties with the community?
Yeah. So first, we just announced a few days ago about our staking program. We offered a crazy, even I can say, staking opportunity to stake their tokens for 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year. And the plan of 1 year, they can double their amount of tokens by staking it for 1 year. So you can see it, you can find it in our website and the social media, all the links and the detailed information about how it works. And beyond that, exactly 1 week ago, we started our 18 days announcement. So we already started with announcement about the latest partnerships and collaborations, including the Japanese Web3 company. including BNB chain and many more we are going to announce soon about some new employees, etc. So in the next future, the next announcements are going to be very excited. A part of them, I will give you a sneak peek, will be about LumiPlace, our assets-backed NFT marketplace, and many more exciting announcements soon.
That's good to hear. There's a lot coming up. In terms of the rest of the year, the rest of 2023, what are some like key milestones, key features getting released that the community can look forward to?
So first, the most important thing is the launch of our platform. Before that, we will start the alpha testing with the most loyal and active community members and early investors, which will have the ability to register to the program and then to participate in our bug bounty program with CertiK, which we just started. And beyond that, as I mentioned, in a few months, we are going to launch LumiPlace, and we are really excited about it. We believe that it will be a game-changing launch because the main utility of Lumi token is to be a means of exchange into our platform, as I mentioned before, and to be the means of returns in our platform. So the utility will start, and people will have the ability to participate on and to invest in renewable energy assets using our platform.
So LumiPlace is the NFT marketplace, is that correct? Could
yes.
you just speak?
LumiPlace is our assets-backed NFT marketplace to tokenize and fractionalize renewable energy assets.
Gotcha. So you got LumiPlace, that's coming up, and you mentioned the bug bounty program. Let's speak a little bit about that. That's an important sort of security, another layer of security. So we have a bug bounty leaderboard, which is up on skynet.certik.com, where the projects that have signed up to have a public bug bounty are benefiting from the collective intelligence of white hat ethical hackers who want to find these bugs, get rewarded for them without having to exploit the protocol, stay on the right side of the law, and get paid, improve their reputation, that sort of thing. So why did you choose to, I mean, I've outlined a few reasons why you might have chosen, but just speak a little bit about why you chose to have a bug bounty, a public bug bounty.
So first, we are committed to ensuring Lumi security, for the people. And the bug bounty program is an initiative where ethical hackers are invited to find and report vulnerabilities in the system. As you probably know, guys, and as you know, I believe, the biggest companies in the world are offering millions of dollars on every single day to hackers to find vulnerabilities in their systems, because the power of community, even the strongest computer or the strongest developer cannot do alone. So that's why we chose CertiK Bug Bounty Program, to give another layer of security to our investors and to our platform and company in general.
Where do you see LumiShare in, say, in the medium term, in like 5 to 10 years? If everything goes well, what do you think the industry will look like, and what role do you think LumiShare will play within the broader Web3 industry?
I believe that LumiShare will be a key player in the real-world assets tokenization industry. I believe because we are pioneering this industry, one of the pioneers of this industry right now, and we already have a very strong team that combine together from the global banking industry, the renewable energy, from fintech, from the blockchain, of course. So I believe that the diversification and the combination between those people, and that we are pioneering this vision, I believe that LumiPlace will be one of the leading platforms and financial instruments for real-world assets tokenization.
That's good to hear. I like the vision. So maybe just for the people who haven't played around with the platform too much, could you just explain exactly, like, just break it down? How does LumiShare basically? So you're making it easier to invest in verified renewable assets. Are there other ways? Could you just go through step by step, sort of how LumiShare can increase access to renewable financing, that sort of thing?
Yes, of course. So let's go back to some information for some data. Okay, right now, if you are a solar farm owner or wind farm owner, for example, and you want to finance your company, you have only two options. You have the bank, the debt opportunity option, and you have the ownership with equity partners. We are in the middle. We are the mezzanine structure in between them. So we are giving them the opportunity to take their own solar farm, their own business, and to tokenize and fractionalize it. So, for example, let's discuss about a solar farm in Texas, okay? So the solar farm costs $10 million. And now they have the ability, after they get verified, after we made the due diligence and they get their verification to tokenize, then they will have the ability, using a simple interface, to tokenize and fractionalize their assets and to generate an NFT collection. So $10 million cost, let's assume 10,000 pieces. Each of the pieces represents $10,000. So after they made it, they are publishing this opportunity into our marketplace. We are in the middle. We are verifying both sides, the investors from one end and the creators, which are the solar farm owners and the wind farms, etc. And then we are bringing a traffic, we're bringing the investors, the institutional investors, like hedge funds, like family offices, like another big companies that want to invest. And from the other end, the creators. Beyond that, we are integrated with a third party which will collect and capture the data in real time from the solar farms. For example, it will be connected directly to the solar panels, and then it will make it accessible for the investors. Even if we are talking about small investor of $5,000 or $500 or $1,000, they will have the same access like the company that invested $1 million. So they can see exactly how much electricity produced. They can see the incomes. They can see the feed intake, how much they sold the electricity. They can generate reports. They can see everything in their eyes, and to make a data-driven risk management based on real data. So we are in the middle, as I mentioned, and we are giving them the opportunity. But it's not the end, meaning that we believe in laser focus approach, and that's why we started with the renewable energy. But once we will achieve our KPIs with the renewable energy, we will go through agriculture, and then with the minerals, and then with real estate, etc., etc. But right now we are focusing only on renewable energy assets. That's the platform, that's how it works. And from the other end, the investors can generate yield from their investments. So the creators, which the solar farms, will have to offer at the beginning what is the exact APY that they are offering to the investors. And everything will be automatically, because it's based on smart contracts. So no need to be in the middle, and we are not the custodian for example. So the money will be transacted directly via the smart contracts. And that's how it works in general.
That's a good breakdown. I think it's clear in my mind, and I think in the audiences too. So, and when it comes to transparency, you mentioned that a whole lot of this data will be visible on chain regardless of how much you invest. It's the same level of transparency and data available to everyone. So like, what can that, when it comes to, say, renewable energy, how much data will the investor get on that solar farm in Texas that you mentioned as an example?
So even if you will go to our website, to LumiPlace section, you can find there the latest video of the alpha version of the marketplace. But anyway, I will tell you that the first data, the main piece of information is how much electricity they are producing and what is the feed-in tariff. The feed-in tariff meaning that how much they are selling the electricity, and the contractors, they can see if they have a contract with a government company or with a private company, for example, and they can see their history, so they can generate reports and they can see the source of income, and they can see everything will be 100% transparent, including the percentage of the yield that they are offering, the APY.
Awesome. So nearly coming up to time now, but is there anything else you'd like to make the audience aware about LumiShare? They can go to skynet.certik.com, read your audit report, which will be soon updated, check out the bug bounty if they want to submit a bug, get rewarded for it, check out your KYC. So you've got a very comprehensive sort of approach to security here, very data driven, and that's all available to users. What else would you like, the average listener who may not be aware of LumiShare beyond this AMA to know about you, about your mission, about the platform?
So after what we just spoke about LumiPlace, so if we will break down and we go deeper into it, you can see and you can understand that the main vision here is to give the power to the people. Mm-hmm. We want to open it, to make it an open market, so every investor will have the same access, as I mentioned, for the same data, and can make a wise decision based on real data and without any trust anyone. It's trustless. So that's what I want to add, and I believe it's part of our mission and vision as well.
Well, I think Web3 is all about. And what, sorry?
And thank you for having me today.
Oh, very happy to have you on. Thank you for the very detailed discussion. I was just going to say that I think giving the power back to the people is the whole mission of Web3. So I'm glad it's your mission too. That aligns very well. So where can people find you on Twitter, on Telegram, your website, just to get more information?
So they can get into our Twitter or just search LumiShare. Or you can get into our website, LumiShare.io, LumiShare.io, and then you can find everything, including the socials, including everything. And any question that you may have, guys, feel free to send us an email to info@LumiShare.io, and we'll be more than happy to answer as soon as possible.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Ben. It's been a great discussion. Look forward to seeing what you guys do in future. And yeah, thanks for choosing CertiK. Thanks for going through the 3 different security processes we mentioned: the audit, the KYC, and the bug bounty. So keep up the good work, and thank you. We'll see you all next time.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.